Welcome to WSMV 4 at 10. I'm Marius Payton.
And I am Tracy Cornett. Coming up, the city of Portland responds to our questions over why an alderman caught yelling racial slurs at his neighbors still has a job.
But up first tonight, we want to start here in Nashville, where a group of college students are in a housing crisis after a controversial move by a city department enforcing a rarely seen law that bans having more than 3 unrelated people living in a house.
So now they have just a few days to move. WSMV's Danielle Jackson joins us here tonight with the details of this story. Danielle.
Tracy, I spoke with 2 college roommates who got a letter in the mail stating they needed to correct an overcrowding violation or they would be faced with fines. The notice states they must correct the violation or vacate, with the deadline just 4 days away.
Move out.
Eliza McLaughlin and Shelby Bratcher are 2 of the 5 college roommates who share this home near Lipscomb University. But 2 of them will now have to move after receiving this notice in the mail.
Yesterday, we got a notice in the mail that 2 of us are going to have to be out within 5 days because of an overcrowding violation from the Metro Codes Department that only 3 unrelated individuals can live in the same house.
Since we go to Lipscomb, we know so many people in the area that live with more than 3 people in homes in the area. I could name 10 of them, even some on this street, but for some reason it's just us that's a problem, and I'm not too sure why that is the case.
The letter limits renters to 3 unrelated adults in the home, citing Section 16 and 17 of Metro's housing codes. It's 5 of them in a 4-bedroom home.
I feel extremely frustrated because I would not have signed a lease in this home if I thought that I was going to be evicted for overcrowding.
These college seniors say they've lived here for a year and a half and trying to find somewhere affordable in Nashville to move to all of a sudden is stressful.
As college students, it's very hard to pay rent in Nashville just because the cost of living is so high, but when you're able to split that 5 ways, it's way more feasible than if you have to split it 3 ways or 2 ways.
Now they're having to look for other options, but say this particular ordinance needs an update.
I definitely think it's very frustrating for us because we definitely view this code as very unjust, very outdated. We feel that it's not followed very often by the Metro Codes Department, as we know multiple college students that live off campus with more than 4 people. I'm hoping that we can see this changed so that way no one in the future has to lose their home the way that we did, just kind of overnight.
Councilman Freddie O'Connell shared with me a statement regarding the situation, and it says, quote, Metro Code of Laws contains provisions apparently intended to limit the availability of boarding houses and similar situations where multiple people are living in what would otherwise appear to be a single-family house. I've never heard of this overcrowding provision being enforced in a fairly standard landlord situation with a small number of roommates. We probably ought to revisit these provisions, end quote. Now, I did reach out to Metro Codes Department, but I have not heard back. Tracy, Maurice.